All right, we're back. We're at Blue Max Kart Club, and today was a 80cc NorCal shifter karts and a Track Magic reunion. And with me right now, I have George Barros. And George Barros was an integral part of Track Magic back in its heyday, back when the 80cc program in NorCal pretty much dominated the local tracks. George, would you like to say a few words?
Hi.
Hi. So, the reason I wanted to interview George is he's been around the racing scene for a while and just offers a different perspective. And it's great seeing you out here today at the reunion thing. Now, the gentleman you're with today, what is his name?
Don D'Elia.
Don D'Elia. And he has 8 Track Magic carts, it looks like?
He has, I think, 7 Track Magic carts and an Emic and a Tony cart and a Fernando Alonso cart.
Okay. So we'll forget about all the non-track Magic carts because he has 7 beautifully prepped Track Magic carts. They look like they just came off the showroom floor. A couple of them have Honda CR125s. A couple have Honda CR80s. One has a CRS ICC. The other one has the TM. And then, George, you said you drove the 80 today and the TM?
Yes, and the, I believe that's what, a KA100 or
the KA
something?
over on the FA cart?
On the Tony cart.
On the Tony cart, yeah. Okay.
I drove the pizza cart.
Now, how was the Track Magic TM on the Blue Max track?
It was a handful. It was really fun. I couldn't do very many laps, but I'm out of shape. I need to hit the gym, but it was really fast and exciting.
Now, how was the 80 cart?
A lot of fun. The 80s were just more fun, a little bit harder to slow down with no front brakes, and we used to run them on a lot harder tires than they do now, so it felt like you had more power. You're trying to put the power down and things like that. But they're just a lot of fun, and they teach you a lot about driving a shifter.
Yeah, they were a great shifter platform back in the day. Why don't you share 1 or 2 fond memories you have with your time over at Track Magic?
Well, anytime with Big Rich Bakke, who brought out some of his Gorilla Barbecue today.
Yeah, did you try it?
Oh, yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah. If anybody's ever in Pacifica, they should go try it.
Again, that's Gorilla Barbecue, Pacifica, just south of San Francisco, right on the coast.
But Rich always has the one-liner, so whenever you're with him, it's pretty funny. And then Kirk Edison was here earlier, and we were talking about, I think it was like 1994, we were going to go race Quincy in the park, and I drove to like Salt Lake City or somewhere around there, and he took over really early in the morning, and I woke up, I was in the passenger seat, I woke up, and we're completely off the freeway in the dirt to the right-hand side of the billboards, and he's sound asleep on the steering wheel. So I woke him up. We were starting to get sideways. He woke up. He just steered into it perfect, came to a nice smooth stop, and was like, whoa. And we blew out all the tires on the trailer, and it was pretty fun. I don't think I'll ever forget about that.
Fun. Very good. Any other good memories from Track Magic?
Yeah, there's
Countless,
yeah. The LaPointes. Gary LaPointe is always great to hang around, and Jason was always a great driver. Ryan Fow, Kyle Martin, all the Martins. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's Rye Bread is what. That's his name.
Yeah, Rye Bread. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Very good. Now, as far as the NorCal karting scene, don't say Sonoma. What's your favorite track in NorCal?
NorCal
or surrounding area?
Okay, Medford.
Why?
I always thought it was really technical, and like you had to pretty much scrape the Bridgestone off your tires being next to the curbs, and it was fun, and I usually did pretty well there, so that always helps. You like a track, right?
Were you flat out in turn 1?
Depends what class. I flipped in turn 1 at the Nationals. That was my first big flip, and my shoulder hurts to this day.
Oh, that's not a good memory.
It's cool. It's a good scar.
So now, before we started recording, you said there was another track that was your favorite in the 125. What track is that?
Yeah, maybe not a popular choice, but I really like Adams. It's just super physical, brutal, harsh, and very rewarding when you do it well. There was the big Monza. I would get all the wind knocked out of me like pretty much every lap. And once you get the S's kind of figured out and things, it was a lot of fun. I liked it. It was really difficult. I don't like Dixon because that's where I started, and that's where I've done 2 gazillion laps of testing, and I just got sick of it. But it's a great track.
Got it. So just kind of bored from it.
Yeah, I got bored.
Yeah.
But it's the best testing track around, that's for sure.
Yeah, Track Magic pretty much lived at Dixon, didn't they?
Yeah.
Back in the Pro Tour days when they were getting ready for the big races.
Everything. I mean,
a lot of the NorCal teams.
Yeah, all the chassis development was done there. And if it worked there, it worked everywhere.
Okay. Very good. So what would be one driving tip you could share with the listeners when you hop into a go-kart? It's the one that kind of keeps popping up in your mind to help you get around the track faster.
By far the biggest thing that helps me is looking ahead. The more I look ahead and think ahead, the better and smoother and faster I go.
Okay. Do you have any tips on some of the drivers out there that don't really quite understand what that means?
Just try to look as far up the track. I mean, like, they used to take pictures of me and it would be the side of my head because I'm looking up past the corner, up where I want to go, instead of never where I am, always where I want to go.
Yeah, nowadays you see a lot of people, it seems like they can't seem past their nose cone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's...
In the cars, it's the same thing. If I, it's easier in the car to start maybe focusing on the guy right in front of you or something, but you just got to look ahead and look past and look where you want to go.
Okay. So you mentioned cars. Let's work backwards with your most recent car experience all the way back to your instructing back at Laguna Seca. So more recently, what have you been racing?
Spec Miata.
Spec Miata, okay?
Yeah, we have a little team, Sisu Motorsports.
Okay.
And we run Spec Miatas around NorCal.
Okay.
Mostly.
Sisu. SISU?
Yeah.
Okay. And then going backwards from there, I mentioned you were instructor down at Laguna.
Yeah, I was an instructor at Laguna for quite a while. And that was while I was driving at Track Magic. So that was like early to late 90s, I guess, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, and I did both. And that was pretty cool, hopping back and forth from the cars and the karts.
Now, how do the karts help you with the car program?
You know, it's you learn everything in the karts, and the shifters really help with transition to the cars. It's just the cars, things are kind of slow-mo. Like the first time I got a Formula Ford sideways was turn 5 at Laguna, and I corrected and like went back and thought the slide would be over, and it was still sliding, and I'm like, oh, and I had to correct like 3 times before it stopped sliding. And that was like, when these cars, you have to do things a lot slower, kind of mellower, think about the weight transfer more, and things just happen slower.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it was your choice, budget, no object, 125 or your choice of some sort of local spec racing in a car?
They both have their good points. The karting is more of a rush, more fun, more exciting. The Spec Miata stuff is really, really hard, really competitive, and reminds me of when I started karting. Everybody helps each other out. It's not quite so cutthroat. Everybody barbecues all the time at night. I mean, it's a little more of the fun, not so serious stuff, which is how it was, I think, when I started karting.
Okay.
So I really like that part of it.
You like that part of it? Okay. Well, I appreciate your time today. They put together a really good event.
Oh, yeah. And Don is awesome to bring all these karts and let everybody try them out, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of karts out of here, dominated by the Track Magic, which was really neat to see.
Yeah.
I posted some pictures on Facebook on the NorCal page, and I just like that original logo with the striped lines down the side, and then you have the skull, the Track Magic skull or skeleton. Yeah. But yeah, it's good to see all these guys out here, and a lot of smiles. It was a great event.
It's really cool. Yeah, no stress. Just drive and have fun.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's leaving here all tired and beat up, and plenty of laps under their belt. Yeah, well fed for sure. Yeah, a lot of good food. Not just Rich's Barbecue, but a lot of people pitched in, and this was a really nice event. And I was hoping to get more 80s on the track, but every time I walked up to the fence, people pulled in. But in the background, you could just hear them humming all day long.
We all get tired.
Yeah, just 80s, just humming all day long. Well, George, thanks again.
Thank you.
And y'all can tune in on NorCalCarters.com.